We are at Williamsburg. Sunday, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, Jack.
They're advising us to get out because the British have invaded. To get out now.
Well, I'm sure they were built in original spec.
Your husband has been... How come when an eyewitness testifies in court,
But, yeah. Oh, there's another one behind. I'm being executed.
No, just punished.
tell you that if your husband continues to, if your husband, madam, if your husband continues to behave in this irresponsible manner, his office and the wage he is paid to be government printer will be revoked.
You do not threaten.
I do not threaten. I guarantee.
Oh,
madam,
you have,
I guarantee
you have no
that
Governor
that
Henry is
license
going
will be
to
gone. I will see to it that his license will be revoked.
But he's going to be
Your-
speaking about
if your
this matter.
husband, madam, if your husband hadn't printed these things, then Mr. Hunter would not have printed them, and the other newspapermen. The only reason they... Now soon we will have the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth from the pen of the...
Citizens of Williamsburg, please attend me.
Patrick Henry.
By His Excellency Patrick Henry, Governor and Chief Magistrate of the Commonwealth of Virginia, a proclamation.
God save Governor Henry!
God save us all, man.
Whereas, a British fleet arrived in this Commonwealth on Sunday last, and the next day landed troops who took the fort at Portsmouth, and have since marched and taken the town of Suffolk and burnt a part thereof,
Oh, the newspaper was right.
committing on their way thither horrid ravages and depredations. And it is supposed that they will carry their depredations into other parts of the state.
Perhaps Williamsburg.
I therefore, by and with the advice of the Council of State, issue this my proclamation, requiring that the county lieutenants and other military officers to hold their respective militias in readiness to attempt to oppose the attempts of the enemy wheresoever they may be. Given under my seal of the Commonwealth of the capital city of Williamsburg, 14th day of May, the 3rd year of the Commonwealth, Anno Domini 1779.
That's it? No.
Patrick
Go ahead, Jamie. Go ahead. Drag out some one-liners.
It's Lafayette.
Bonjour, citoyens!
Bonjour.
Ah, mesdames et messieurs, chers amis! Good people of the city of Williamsburg, my dear friends. Please, allow me an introduction. My name is Marie-Joseph Paul-Evroche de Mortier, but I think most of you know me best as the Marquis de Lafayette. And what a pleasure and honor it is to see all of you here on this glorious day. This 27th day of September of the year 1781, a day of celebration, is it not? Yes. I love you, Americans. You really have no idea what I am celebrating about, yet you celebrate right along with me. I think that is a credit to the American people. Well, of course, my dear friends, I am celebrating the fact that His Excellency, General George Washington, has just given the order to march on Yorktown! That is something to celebrate indeed. So, my dear friends, the brave soldiers, the 21,000 French and American soldiers, shall soon make their march to Yorktown, and there we shall besiege our enemy, Lord Cornwallis. And by the grace of God above, we shall have the greatest victory in this war to date. So on this glorious occasion, my dear friends, as so many soldiers prepare to march into harm's way, perhaps never to return again, and for all of those soldiers who have fought and died for American freedom, let us applaud them all!
is all it's gonna take for these. Shouldn't take too long, and it kinda depends on how hot it gets in the Dutch oven there. I put a fair amount of coals on there, so it's still pretty quickly.
Inside of the governor's palace. Let me go again.
Who's talking? Where an average person would come in here and they would go crazy over what they were seeing. He walks in here and he thinks, oh, this is the kind of place I use. All right, I'm going to tell you the end of the story. Lord Dunmore made his announcement. Quite obviously, you didn't care. You convinced him he had won the night. Obviously,
your shoulder. But as you say, having farther out before you jump back, knocking your shoulder, hurting you, and there's some ended up fired that way.
This afternoon at the courthouse.
Count on us, sir.
Until then. God save Virginia!
God save Virginia. And they were talking about how we wanted the leader of them, the head, is Arnold, the traitor. They said they want everybody down to the Capitol building down this way. The government's been scattered, Richmond's burned up. That's everything that I know.
Well, come on, come on.
Don't call Frenchman, let's go to the Capitol.
Let's go. Let's find out what it is they want from us.
An announcement will be made in front of the Capitol building.
I say we go to the tavern instead. And
Stand up!
Hey, flag!
bad day to wear a red shirt.
The Capitol building, House of Burgesses.
Furthest from my intent. But I must tell you all that you have been misled, just as I was. The Continental Army is a shambles and on the edge of mutiny, and more than 100 soldiers a month desert from your rebel army to join our British forces.
Dare not denigrate those men who serve General Arnold.
Madam, I am one who honors the American soldier most. Did I not fight and bleed alongside them at such battles as Quebec, Valcour Island? Have you forgotten Saratoga? But these poor wretches can barely keep the field. Some men are as old as 60, some poor lads as young as 14.
While your own General Anthony Wayne now labels his own man as food for worms.
Cool your passions, Colonel Robinson. The Continental Army, despite valiant men and, well, former friends, such as Generals Washington, Lincoln, and Knox, is little more than a fable, a farce.
You seem desirous to gain our trust, sir, and yet all you do is insult us.
Good sir, I pain myself in order not to do so. But our great victory at Charleston in May of last year demonstrates the endless strength of poor decisions and even poorer support by your country. Let me answer your accusations.
House of Burgesses,
A true
the Capitol
showing
building.
of the kindness of your leaders. For back in '77, at the beginning of the hardship known as Valley Forge, Congress authorized a sumptuous banquet to close out the year, a reward to the brave lads of the Continental Army who had fought so valiantly for this young republic. And madam, do you know what it was that they gave these brave lads of the republic as a reward? They gave each and every one of them a half a cup of rice and a tablespoon of vinegar. It is with you, union with Great Britain.
But you cannot expect us to forget the past. Your past, you traitor!
Take her up there who call out about the traitor! Hold, as you were. men, we shan't have any martyrs made this day. Step forward, madam. I assure you no harm shall come to you. Now, madam, your questions are understandable, but your conclusion courage to recognize true betrayal. America is my home, but its only true security will be with that of Mother England. And to that end, Colonel Robinson, be so kind as to read the proclamation. Madam, you may go freely this time.
Lord North and the Parliament, upon instructions from the King, assure that all of the demands made by the First Congress of the United States will be met and honored. There will be no legislation or taxation upon these colonies from Parliament.
There you have it. All that you have fought for these past 6 years has now finally been granted to you. Now I am honored to serve you, the British Empire, and His Majesty King George III. But Colonel Robinson will now present to you the conditions of liberty and loyalty that shall be obeyed until the soon-to-come surrender of your Continental Army and Continental Congress.
Do not believe everything you hear. With all the whispering and rumors that have been spread about these streets, you think we'd already won the war, right? You think the redcoats had already fled back to England. My dear countrymen, have we won as of yet? No, we have not. And that's why, in this time, it is imperative that every man know his duty, that every man attend the call to serve in the militia. Now, I know that some of you boys are afraid. But some of you boys think you ain't brave enough. Some of you boys think you ain't strong enough. Some of you boys think you ain't smart enough. My friends, if you have any doubt that you can serve,
We have fought for the Continental Army.
James Monroe,
Today
future president, I
is the day
guess.
we have long awaited for. For today, our day of glory has finally arrived. My friends, I've just come from His Excellency General Washington's headquarters, where he has given the order that the Allied army of more than 21,000 troops of both French and American will march onto Yorktown, where we will engage the enemy, where Lord Cornwallis has found himself trapped with no possibility of escape or resupply. My friends, on this
This is the Yorktown battlefield in Virginia, where the Revolutionary War was won. These are American and French batteries here with these guns pointed towards Yorktown, the city of Yorktown. And Yorktown is over there.
It's quite a view. Oh, is that the other readout? Is that 10 right there?
Yeah, it was just down there.
Well, no, right there I'm looking at.
Yeah.
That's not where we were.
This is redoubt number 10 that the Americans took from the British during the siege of Yorktown, and who led the charge of the Americans is one Alexander Hamilton. Turned out to be our first Secretary of Treasury. I think I see a submarine over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
This is the Yorktown Victory Monument that was...
I don't know.
This is General Nelson's house, a Revolutionary War hero, signer of the Declaration of Independence in Yorktown, and for a tentative governor of Virginia. Anyway, you can see buzzards at Yorktown. This is the foundation of what was Lord Cornwallis's headquarters. It was a house owned by the Nelson family. Now you can just see where the foundation was here.
1/10 its size. Right in
Turtles?
front of it.
And there's one sticking its head up from the water there, see?
And there's a baby there. Yeah.
Is that
Right
a turtle? Yeah, right up in front of
the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking the one in the water.
See all the turtles there? And over here?
Oh, we're driving on the dam.
And over here? There's even some on the log there. There's our car. Turtle.
Oh my gosh, look at the tree.
Oh, there's a biggie there. Now that's a snapping turtle.
Yeah, it looks like it to me too.
Yeah, he's a biggie.
Long neck.
Yes, indeed.
I want to get
Statue of Pocahontas. This is the original Jamestown fort, founded in 1607. As you can see, they're doing a lot of excavation here. There's a statue of John Smith there. You can see a bunch of graves on the other side there. This is the inside of that church you just saw. So here's some of the current excavations here. The Jamestown Fort. Here's a model of what the Jamestown Fort originally looked like there. See where the crosses are?
You can chase them around. Both Mama and Papa stay with them. Nope, they won't take off.
There's a pair always with the kid.
Yeah, this winter's here, period. And they'll be here until the chicks are big enough to fly, and then they'll all take off.
Well, we explained this to them. The parents are bolting.
Well, I don't see a tail, so he's probably right.
Yeah. Plus it's so small. I thought it was a baby beaver.
There's its house on the other side.
Oh,
The big hut.
You still get $12 per pill. That little booger.
Muskrat, they say, not a beaver. Monticello, Jefferson's home.
Should I get out of the way?
No.
It,
This was his original house when they were building.
Phase 1, they call it.
Phase 1 or something, when they were first building Monticello. He didn't decide to build a dome until he was serving in France. Jefferson's Monticello.
Strawberries, they always dig them up and start over each year.
That they make, the market price for that barrel would be paid by Jefferson. They could make $40 a year. It was a pretty expensive sum for a slave in Jefferson's Monticello. Another one of those brothers was paid $1 a month to clean out Jefferson's fruit. And Jefferson recognized that was special service, particularly unpleasant service, and so he got a little bit of extra money for that. Question on the street.
This is the gentleman that bought Monticello after the death of Jefferson in 1826.
That was formed an integral part of what was called the joinery here. That's a carpenter's shop, wood joining, very necessary skill here at Monticello. Now Jefferson's
Jim is going to explain what we're looking at here.
Are we on the north or south side? These are the north side dependencies, the various rooms, including the home room of the...
Where's the kitchen?
The kitchen is one of the dependencies on the south side.
I see.
And we'll be seeing that later. But
I see.
The one enslaved servant that actually, the only one that they know lived up here, his little home was right here, and that was Jefferson's butler, and he had all the keys to the place. Well, what, yeah, then we don't want to.
What we're talking about, Gary, is do we stay here longer and actually see what we came here for, or we do appease Dad and go directly to your house and not see much? So it's too bad. It's too bad Dad's not on that cart there. That's what Dad needs right there.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. And like, I enjoy they shuffle so many people through here.
Nice and the lawn here looked nothing like this in Jefferson's time. It was filled with native grasses and cut by scythes several times a year. He also allowed a flock of sheep to graze here, keeping them closely tethered so they didn't get too close to the flowers. But one visitor in August commented that this lawn looked like a weedy, disheveled surface. So, irrigation for such a large area would have been pretty much God's own. So, nothing formal as far as an irrigation system, and at the end of the summer, pretty browned out. Today, this is a carpet of Kentucky bluegrass, creeping red fescue, and a few choice weeds, carefully cultivated for about 30 years. Yeah, that looks like very large.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I need to get out of the sun. Suddenly it's hot. I think I'll go up.
April 2? I've been sick.
You don't have to walk through the water. You may walk down this side.
Yeah, I don't know where water's coming from.
There's the Derringer that shot Abraham Lincoln. And to give you an idea, this is kind of the artist's rendition of the gun there, shooting him. Well, this is Ford's Theater, and needs to say that's the box that Lincoln was in. On the right-hand side, where he got shot by John Wilkes Booth on April 14th, Good Friday, 1865. This is the bed that...
I think it's the actual linen, too.
The original bed is an exhibit at the Chicago American History Museum.
Oh,
this is where Lincoln died. Right here. This is a stack of books of Abraham Lincoln.
Grass area? Or would he run away?
This is Gary's backyard.
She gets kind of
It's got a forest back here,
Oh, right there?
yeah.
screened in porch.
This is Bebe, B-E-B-E.
Yeah. The reason they're so cautious is because when they get the size of this fish, the cranes will fly over, and they can see them, and so they're careful to.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've heard of that somewhere else.
Same?
No, they're all different.
They look the same, Jack.
The Capitol building. It was overcast last time I was there. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is the Capitol Visitor Center. We're waiting to see a movie. This is the statue that's sitting the same size that's sitting on top of the dome. That's how big this is. That star on the floor there is the very center of Washington, D.C. We're still in the Capitol building, of course. Oh, don't mind me.
How it looked back then.
The original Supreme
This
Court.
room was designed by Henry B. Latrobe, and it's known to be an architectural masterpiece.
That's where the
I'm not exactly
justice is.
I'm not exactly sure what parts of it contributes to its architectural masterpiece. As you can see, it's just a beautiful room. So during to request the kind of chair. Yeah.
But 1810 to 1860.
1810. Yeah. The power you have as Chief Justice. This is a plaque for Samuel Morse, the inventor of Morse code.
This is a gold copy of the Magna Carta given to us at our bicentennial. From Britain? From Britain.
Yes.
Boy, that's pretty.
This is the year that they gave it to us. June 3rd, 1976.
This is the entrance to the center, the rotunda of the Capitol building.
Basically, it's a public funeral for state officials, or civilians, President Roosevelt's light in honor.
I know, I've seen it. Yorktown. Yeah.
George Washington sitting
Dad, about face. Look what's in back of us.
13 female figures represent the 13 emotions.
You can see George Washington.
The Battle of Yorktown.
He's holding one arm up. He is surrounded by 13 female figures that are first surrounded with their are seen in your technology.
And there's the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Washington resigning his commission after the end of the Revolutionary War. The Battle of Saratoga.
Down here on the road, you see quite a bit of artwork and highlight. Directly across and slightly to your left are down to the side.
Surrender at Yorktown by Lord Cornwallis. Interesting about this title, Surrender of Cornwallis. Lord Cornwallis did not appear.
This painting right here is the
Cornwallis was a pretty brilliant military strategist. Had the war not gone the way it did, he might be
This is Jefferson and Onyx squabbled along.
There's Jefferson looking at Washington as he's resigning his commission here.
Oh, on the outside.
Now, what are these holes?
Sitting on the floor, and then they.
So those were probably.
That three of the original pieces are the porthole portrait painting of General George Washington. It's known to be one of the most accurate depictions of George Washington during his time. A little bit lower is the eagle and crest and vice president's desk. Those three pieces are original to this room and have not been removed. If you actually look right there at the little desk with the book on top of it, that is the location where Senator Charles Sumner got caned. Basically,
Right.
Senator Charles Sumner from Massachusetts was an abolitionist.
Right.
He delivered a 2-day speech, a very fierce speech on how slavery should be abolished, and he was being very rude about it by pointing out various representatives and officials, and he actually pointed out the cousin of Preston Brooks, Representative Preston Brooks, and Representative Brooks got very, very angry. He walked over to where Senator Charles Sumner was delivering his speech, and he took his walking cane and he caned him, and it was a very violent moment in this history.
Himself in, so he got caught.
I booked it.
And then the third one did the last one.
with the last rifle.
Those are the locations of the desks of congressmen members who went on to. So Abraham Lincoln's desk used to be right here in front of our town.
Was where Lincoln's desk was when he was a congressman.
So one of the main reasons why the House decided to move out of this room was because of the acoustics, actually. So you can see some of the people trying it out. If you stand over here on this side of the room, you can hear someone whispering from that side of the room. So you can speak in a normal voice. It bounces off all the walls. They tried to dampen it with these stuff up top. Didn't really work. Cushion some of that sound. Yeah, it didn't work very well, and they had to move out.
They're working on the Washington Monument here.
여긴 에메랄드가 유명하나 봐.
All emeralds. Smithsonian.
I will buy you that. I just got you that for your birthday.
These are awesome. Yeah, so precious. Yeah, Miss Nicholas was here. She'd have a picture of every single one they had.
This is from that cave in Mexico, the gypsum crystals. These are moon rocks taken from the Apollo flights. Apollo 15. This one, also Apollo 15. That's one taken from Apollo 16. This also from Apollo 16. This is the rotunda in just one of the Smithsonian's museums. That's as close as we can get to the White House with this guy's head over there.
I thought they were brass knuckles.
Oh, no,
That's your phone, okay.
Plastic, yeah.
Oh, man. I've never seen that.
This would be a good
The house that used to belong to the people.
Look at all the telescopes and everything up top.
Oh, I know. They were there in 2003 too.
Eric, too, that missile batteries. Coming this way.
I don't know.
Isn't that Jordan?
Turkey?
Turkey, thank you. So it's going to be the Turkish leader.
All this is for Turkey?
Yeah. That's it. So he's touring. That's what's going on. That's probably why they closed that too. But who is the Turkish?
A little closer. The Turkish arcade went by. Here's the Lafayette statue. That's why it's called Lafayette Park.
I know. We're like in here, but I don't remember it was.
Yeah, they just had some sunshine. It went away. Waited too long. They're interviewing some guy in front of the White House here.
Hey guys,
Just thought I'd let you know what Jim's doing here. He's watching them interview these people right here. There's a guy right there taking a picture with his short pants on. He might be on, we think he might be French. Signing off. Maybe French television or something, you know. Signing off in front of the White House.
Any other part of Arlington? Not much.
Just this end, you look fancy.
Now we can go across the street.
Focus itself? Yep. Whoa, he's taller than you. Smile, 1, 2, 3. It went to that.
Come on, Ellie. I know, right?
Everybody
Jackson statue. No, 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 no. I already got everything. She's in front of the White House and she's taking a picture of squirrels. Lafayette Park squirrels. Arlington National Cemetery. There's the Arlington house up there in the hill. Dad, we got a special pass for Dad to be able to drive in here.
You just hold on to the tape. Oops, sorry, guys. The half stop, I wouldn't think so, or whether somebody died to it. Good question. Like it would be.
We're at the Arlington house. Probably just the Capitol. Well, the Capitol was being finished, so the Capitol was finished during the Lincoln administration. There's the Lincoln Memorial there across Arlington Bridge. Jefferson Memorial there.
So first room you're looking at, family parlor there. That's
There,
where
you're the keeper of
where the family all hung out. Robert E. Lee and Mary Custis were actually married under the center arch there between the family parlor and the dining room. The dishes on the table in the dining room. Very romantic. He's 24. He's 24.
Robert E. Lee.
After that, he left for Richmond and never saw the house again. It's also where
Lincoln, or are they near the Jefferson Memorial?
Now, is the whole cemetery in front of us?
Here's the Pentagon in the background there. The garden at Arlington House.
Where are the?
Yeah, let's stay in the shade, Dad. Let's go this way.
The guards. Where are their
This
quarters?
was at the. No, Dad, we're not there yet.
Where we're going.
This is the theater.
They do the changing of the guard at the
Guard! Halt! Guard! Halt! Ready! Reset! Off! Mark! Off! Ready! Move! On your order!
Post and orders. Remain as directed.
Order! Act call! Ready! Move! Reset! Off! Right, shoulder, off. Move. Right, move. Forward. Off! Turn! Up!
Gettysburg Address.
sailors and making them serve in the British Army. Look at this camp.
It's the Korean War Memorial. Jefferson Memorial.
I've learned that the dome on his monument is much nicer than the dome at his home.
Well, how would you know? We're at Washington's Mount Vernon on Sunday the 19th. This is his upper garden, I guess. Women's slave quarters here at Mount Vernon. Here's an example of men's slave quarters at Mount Vernon.
Well, that's part of it too. It just used to be very impactful.
It said no pictures inside or where George Washington's teeth are. Does that mean they're not inside? They're somewhere?
No, the teeth are actually at the education. All right.
This is a view of the Potomac from the back of Mount Vernon. Beautiful. Michelle? Mount Vernon. And of course this is the expansive view over the Potomac River here. Oh, look at the geese. That was good timing. You got the geese.
Oh, look, there's a red bird over here.
Cardinal.
Oh. Yeah, that's what it is.
go down to the. You can go down there and wait for the shuttle. If you like that. So yeah, you can avoid walking up the hill. But you got to walk down the hill.
That's Martha, Washington, and George on
Well,
the
it
right.
runs every 20 minutes or so.
The Potomac River. Mount Rushmore. See how wide it is? It's an osprey nest.